Welcome back to the channel, guys. I'm WolfsbaneGaming and we're back with another video on Star Wars Battlefront 2. This is the review for the Resurrection DLC. So if you have not seen the walkthrough, there will be a link in the title corner of this video to the playlist, so go check that out. And if you enjoy this kind of content, do hit the like button, turn the notification bell on, join or come back here and subscribe. Now let's jump in. Right, so Star Wars Battlefront 2 Resurrection came out about a year after the game, so we're talking about 2018. It is set during the Force Awakens, so 30 years after the end of the main game. So 30 years after the Battle of Endor. So you still play as Iden Versio, but obviously she is 30 years older than she was in the main story. She has a daughter called Say. She married Del, who was part of her Inferno squad when she was part of the Empire and then later on the Rebellion. Del was unfortunately murdered by Kylo Ren and Commander Husk at the end of the main game and beginning of the Resurrection DLC. So the DLC is basically a vengeance story for Iden Versio and her daughter Say, but they also wanted to make sure that the First Order cannot do anything like that to anyone else. So they joined up with the Resistance, and yeah, the DLC only has 3 missions, so you can complete it easily within 1.5 hours, like I did. It's a good story, bloody good story. I will say I do prefer the DLC story over the main story, just because it's got more of an impact. However, the main story is longer than the DLC story. However, the DLC does not add anything new to the multiplayer side, which is a good thing in my opinion, because the multiplayer sucks ass. It didn't add anything new to the arcade mode either, which is fine. It was just a 3-mission standalone DLC. I honestly cannot remember how much the DLC cost. I think it was around £10, 10 UK pound, when the DLC dropped in 2018, which, to be fair, back then was actually a good price for a 3-mission long DLC, which is an hour-and-a-half long story. So I have no complaint over the price I paid when the DLC first came out in 2018. It's perfectly fine, completely normal. Now let's talk about if I was playing the DLC today and paying full price of £10 for it today. I, again, don't have the issue with it. £10 is nothing, to be fair. Is it acceptable for a DLC to be that long in today's economy? Probably not. But then again, we take a look at what came out last year, which was Assassin's Creed Mirage DLC. I guess it's okay then. But yeah, not a bad DLC. I really like the story, really like the characters. So yeah, it's overall not too bad of a DLC. I will now be giving my rating for the DLC. I'm gonna give it a higher rating than the main game, because, like I said, it doesn't add anything new to the multiplayer or the arcade mode, which is a good thing in my opinion. It's just a 3-hour-long story, which I really liked more than the main story of the main game. So yeah, I'm gonna give it an 8 out of 10, which is 1 point higher than I gave the main game. So I hope you guys enjoyed this review and this walkthrough series. If you did, hit the like button, turn on the notification bell, and join Wolfgang by hitting that subscribe, and I'll see you in the next one. WolfsbaneGaming, signing off.